Hi everyone. So in terms of cultural humility, cultural awareness, advocacy, and social justice, I think those are very important in our counseling profession. All of these components influence our clients, develop through our clients, develop through us as counselors, and also develop the relationship that we have with our clients. In our text by Simmons, Zoley, and Colney, it talks about how humility and awareness provides a balance for counselors to continue growing in many different ways. Those ways can be through self-reflection, different type of partnerships, lifelong learning, and even learning from our clients. The ethical principles in regards to cultural humility, cultural awareness, advocacy, and social justice, I don't think we would be able to have those components without the 6 ethical principles. I think the 6 ethical principles help create a solid framework or a solid ground for us to work off of to develop cultural humility, awareness, how to advocate, and social justice. In the ACA Practitioner's Guide to Ethical Decision Making, it goes over the 6 ethical principles and explains them and how we can use them and how each principle helps the client or helps the counselor, and I don't think only in the ethical decision making it helps us understand, but also how to create the healthy atmosphere for our clients in a healthy relationship. In terms of the Bible verses that support cultural awareness, humility, advocacy, and social justice, I think those can be found throughout the Bible. They're very prominent in there. So Jesus sought after those who were shunned or different or weren't deemed normal by society. And he reached out and advocated for them. He had open arms. In the stories of the Good Samaritan, I know our book talked about that one, and the woman at the well, I thought of those who had leprosy. Society shunned them, turned their backs to them, and Jesus was the one that held out open arms and accepted them. In Proverbs 31, 8-9, it says, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor." I think as counselors, we can really take this verse and lead with it. Obviously we're not Jesus. We're not able to do everything he did. But we can open our arms for our clients who have different cultural backgrounds, who have different struggles. And we're accepting them of those. We're accepting them despite the negative connotations that the client may have of themselves, or that the negative connotations that the world has of them as well. We're ignoring those and accepting them for who they are as a being. An action that I can take to develop or demonstrate my cultural humility with clients is constantly engaging in self-reflection and self-critique. So this can be of my background, my training, my worldview, my client's worldview, my education. I know that I can also acknowledge the lack of knowledge that I have for different clients and their backgrounds. And I think that's nothing to be ashamed of. If we have a client coming in with a different cultural background and we don't know anything about it, I don't think that there's anything to say, I'm a bad counselor. I can take this opportunity to learn and grow and to advocate for them. An action that I can take to advocate in social justice for different client populations is through lots of different ways. I know that in our book it talked about the 3 different levels of advocacy, so advisor, advocate, and consultant. So I can provide, as an advisor to them, different types of community resources and reach out to those community resources to help, expand them, what I can do to help. I can lobby for different rights. I can fight for better treatment for those who are oppressed. I keep reading and hearing throughout my studies that as counselors, we are the voice for those who don't have a voice, for those who are oppressed, those who are shunned or hated, etc. And I think through not only advocacy or social justice, but I think through humility, cultural humility and awareness, and just being a ethical counselor, we're able to speak for those who can't speak. We're able to advocate for their voice, that they can one day have their own voice. So I look forward to all of your guys' else discussions. Thanks so much.